now the slipstream of Conrod Straight. He's going to be careful not to keep weaving across. You know what it's like there. You'll smack him on the hands.
Yeah, you can move once, but you can't just keep weaving across the race.
Oh, no! Big crash!
It's a massive accident.
Goodness me. Oh, it's gone over the fence.
And it's on fire as well. So obviously a bit of contact there in terms of the situation where we've had a bit of, that drafting, the car's going quick down the front straight. Bit of contact, and unfortunately at that speed it obviously creates a problem. So red flag's out. They'll pull that one up and get the field under control.
Certainly is a great category, the Australian Formula 4 Championship, but it can be brutal as well. This was yesterday up at McPhillamy, and a real nasty incident. Now Gary Jacobson was the one who comes around here and hits this stationary car of Shay Davies, and I can just give you an update on Gary's medical position right now. He spent the night in hospital, a compound fracture to his upper arm and also a sprained ankle. Oh, man. Surgery last night, pins and screws in through the arm. He'll be released from hospital tomorrow. So, Gary, if you've got the telly on today, mate, we wish you all the best. It was a hell of a impact up there.
That was Bargwanna. That was Bargwanna. Had a huge moment. It's rolled.
It's a Bundy car.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness. One of the Bundaberg Red races has gone over. And that is an almighty crash.
Yeah, so apologies, I've called that wrong. That's going to bring out the safety car, and that was a shocker. Can't work out which one it is.
It's 24.
Again.
Just on the bottom left of screen, just stepped out.
I reckon the tyres would go. If we go back to the very beginning of that replay, the left rear tyre has done something bizarre there, right at the point of load.
Two cars losing it almost in synchronisation at the top of the mountain. The Mark V8 and the Superbarn Audi. And then the agonising hit. Oh, that's a bad noise. As that Mercedes comes in and gives it a heck of a lick. Both drivers on the left-hand side of the car. Is surely a saving grace there.
Keith Kasulki next car through to pick his way through the debris. I'm still trying to work out which marked car that was that made contact. I think it was possibly Zane Goddard.
In the 33.
They've had an awful day, Mark Cars Australia. They're going to win the Invitational class. Wow.
And I'm not liking that sound, guys.
On the road, this is a big, big incident. Turn 2. David Bernard's actually in the car. It's not Stephen Johnson. So safety car will be deployed. We've got 120 litres. They've just gone through the driver change. So it's David Bernard in the car. Out goes the Pettis safety car. And this is a very big incident at turn 2. He's backed it into the wall.
So the Pettis safety car goes out on the circuit, and the Brains Trust at Jim Beam Racing look on.
Malcolm Swetnam on the left-hand side, the new team manager. Oh, a very high-speed approach, 260 kilometres an hour into turn 2.
Now watch this. This will ignite anytime soon. There's a lot of fuel on the road there. The whole rear of the car has been ripped apart, and once it starts, it turns into a fireball very quickly. And very dangerous, feeding straight back to the car, enveloping car 17. At this stage, Bernard is still in there.
For the race leader, but how about the fight for second? Fraser side by side with Borg. Borg gets him. Vanner again from downtown. And on the outside, oh, big one. Peter Vodanovic up and over in a big way. And the Kiwi takes a wild ride through the chase.
Now let's have a look at this. Borg on the inside of Fraser. We know Fraser's wounded. Have a look at that right front wheel of Fraser's. It's a lot of damage. Vanner down the inside, but look at Vodanovic in the background. So much momentum. He's missed his brake marker by the look of that. And with so much extra speed versus everybody else, clipping the back of somebody and sending him into a rollover.
Into the wall, out of business for Chaz Mostert, the reigning champion, has had a monumental crash. This will be a red flag. Mostert has had a terrible accident at the top of the hill. A shocking accident that's written this car off.
Aston Martin, 62.
Yep.
And it's gone in big. That is a massive crash for our motorsport.
And once again, we've got drivers stopping next to the car. That has been a huge incident. The red flags are out. There's steam coming out. There's a thumbs up from the first of the marshals to get there. And that's great stuff. The door is off its hinges. Take a deep breath, everybody. He's absolutely committed. He hits the wall, first of all, on the right-hand side, and that breaks the steering. And from that moment on, Kirchhoffer is a passenger, gets airborne and almost does roll over.
Went over.
I think that went over, Krillsy, yeah.
A major incident on top of the mountain already today. That's Paul Wheel in car 50, lost control and is stationary, but what happens next is just shocking. Car 021, the Team Kiwi car of Chris Pither behind the wheel, arrived on the scene there, could not get out of the way in time. That is an awful sight. It's a huge impact. Both cars, of course, completely wrecked.
And looks down the inside of the kink. This is big. Another hold your breath moment. There's more contact. They're both off the road at high speed. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. He's into the wall. It's all over. Big crash. It's been such a talking point all weekend. Side by side at the kink. That's huge. Let's have another look. Again, he got the good run. Lewis leads. Pulled across to turn in, and they went side by side, and this just hasn't worked all weekend. And the contact was front. Yeah, correct, and it tore the tyre off the rim, and that fired Cameron across into the wall. This will show it.
So we needed 290 k's an hour through the middle of the chase. See where the wall is on the left-hand side. It actually arcs back in to send the car away from having to head on with the wall at the other end. But it's done its job. Challenge on up front. I think there might be a challenge on up front. Oh, we've got a car on its side.
Safety car for sure. Team Kiwi Holden, car number 21 with Paul Radisic in that car, and it looks like pretty substantial damage on the front. This is not good news for our Kiwi friend. We hope he's okay.
Can you hear me, Red?
It's on the exit of the chase.
Team Kiwi entry of Paul Radisic. Here's the replay. Watch here.
No, he's run out of the road. Look at this, and he's gone. Oh, my goodness me, that is a shocker.
That is big, big impact. He's gone around the outside of the Super Cheap Commodore and cannot pull this car up.
No, it's on the edge of the sand trap there, Lee, so he just can't get the pace off the car.
Right into the wall. This is where it sort of all started by unsettling the car, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's offline, and, you know, you're scrambling when you go over there, and you're a little bit offline. But you know, it's that last impact that was the big one. You know, sort of setting on there, putting head on.
And it looks brutal at real speed. Yeah.
While the Tui's 1000 is the big race, qualifying for the Suzuki Cup support class caused most drama today. Driver Glenn Mason involved in this spectacular crash. Mason has a fractured skull. He's in Bathurst District Hospital in a satisfactory condition.
Ever wondered what it likes to be in a tumble dryer? We're betting Sydney's Len Cave knows after this terrifying crash during the Bathurst 12-hour race this afternoon. Despite the concern of his pit crew, Cave emerged unscathed. He was travelling at 250 kilometres an hour when the accident happened. His Mazda rolling 9 times before finally coming to a rest. And that's one rental car you don't want.